Hi everyone, Effie here. Today I'm going to make a card using our little mini Chickadee greeting set. This is a 3x4-inch photopolymer set. It's a layering Chickadee set. Before I begin any stamping, I'm going to die cut the Chickadee die onto white cardstock because I'm going to need both pieces to do my stamping. I'm also going to die cut our leafy bits die at the same time so that I don't have to run things through the die cutting machine multiple times. I just used a nice dark green cardstock for the leafy bit set. So here I'm going to use the positive and negative piece of the Chickadee Greetings die cuts, and this is what the leafy bits look like when they're all cut out. Really great die to have in your stash to mass produce foliage bits. So I'm going to place the negative and positive piece of my Chickadee Greetings into my Misty tool, and I'm going to place both pieces onto the 6x7-inch grip mat inside the Misty. I'm stamping the black layer first onto the top portion of the die cut, and I'm using our Caviar ink. Then I'm going to take the second stamp, position it over my die cut, and I'm going to use our Smoky Quartz die ink for this second layer. And then for the last layer, we're going to use our Moonlight ink. We're actually going to double stamp this. We positioned it towards the bottom portion of the die cut. So for our Chickadee, we actually went in reverse for the inks. Usually we go from light to dark, but we went from dark to light. And we do this for the Chickadees because it's easier to see the dark areas through the stamps as we progress to the larger size, lighter layers. I took the little Chickadee puff body piece and I stamped that in our soft cream onto near the center of the Chickadee, and then I stamped the Chickadee's feet in our Caviar ink towards the lower portion of the die cut. Next, we're going to stamp our eucalyptus grouped layering set. There are bars and squares in the stamps which you align. So that's the first layer, the second layer of the leaves, and then the third layer are the branches. And then you have the outline layer of the eucalyptus, which you can use with the layered stamps, or you can use them on its own, and you can color that outline layer with any medium that you choose. So for that first solid layer, I used our bright emerald dye ink. For the second petal layer, the foliage layer, I use our hot tourmaline ink, and then our aspen cocoa for the stems. And I went ahead and stamped the eucalyptus set twice so that I have 6 die cuts at the end. So this is the coordinating die for the eucalyptus. It die cuts all 3 foliage pieces at one single shot. And here's a scrap piece of cardstock that I had on my desk, and I'm going to cut the corners to create my tag shape. And what's funny about this is that there was already some pink blending on the top portion of the cardstock, and I decided to go with it. So I just blended some of our soft amethyst and dolled up dye inks onto the rest of the top portion of that tag. So this was a really happy accident. I love the color combos at the end. I was originally going to go with a dark teal background, but I decided the pink was going to be a nice pop of color, an unexpected color. So once I finished blending the top portion of the tag, I use our anti-static powder puff tool because we're going to white heat emboss our speckled background stamp. After I stamped the background stamp with some Versamark ink onto the tag, I spooned on some white embossing powder and then hit the whole thing with my heat gun, and now I have this really pretty snowy background. Then I'm going to temporarily arrange my eucalyptus bits and the Chickadee, and once I'm satisfied with the placement, I'm just going to tape the eucalyptus and the Chickadee together and set that cluster aside. This is our modern holiday sentiment set. It's a 4x6 set. You have the main sentiments, and then the script sentiments get stamped right inside the main sentiments. So I'm using our sending cheer stamps for today's tag. After I stamped the cheer stamp with our dolled up, I stamped the sending stamp with our Caviar ink, and then I trimmed that white cardstock panel and then adhered that panel onto the green cardstock that I use for the foliage bits. Then this is going to get adhered onto the tag. And then I also stamped the additional sentiment onto a strip, and this is going to get adhered as well. And Now my sentiment just reads sending cheer this holiday season. At this point, I'm satisfied with the placement of my chickadee and the eucalyptus. So I'm going to begin to add the foliage bits in and around my cluster, and then I'm going to begin actually gluing things down. Finally, I added a hole to the top of the tag with my crocodile tool, and then I have this really pretty frosted ribbon. It's a glitter ribbon that I got from Michael's, and I just double knotted it. Lastly, I'm going to add some of our iridescent dewdrops to complete my holiday tag. I hope you guys enjoyed this project and video today. If you haven't done so already, be sure to like the video and subscribe to our channel because I will be updating it more frequently. I will list all the products I use in the description box below. Thank you all so much for watching, guys. I will see you next time. Bye.